I'm Wayne Rooney.
Hola, soy Kaká.
The Champions League is back and back with a bang, with two of the game's greatest stars.
Wayne Rooney and Kaká look ahead to their crucial clashes against Milan and Lyon.
But with Jose Mourinho, the special one, on the return to his special club.
I don't hide that Chelsea is a very important part of my life.
And Zinedine Zidane takes some time out from a cause close to his heart to give us his picks from the last 16.
We've 8 fantastic ties to savour.
This year there's a change to the format of the Champions League knockout stages. The first knockout round will be split over 4 weeks instead of 2. Amongst the first leg fixtures, David Beckham will face his old club Manchester United. And as well as Mourinho's reunion with Chelsea, holders Barcelona face a dangerous Stuttgart side. But first this week, we head to Manchester and a striker at the very top of his game.
He's Manchester United's clinical forward. With a tireless work ethic, Wayne Rooney strikes fear into his opponents.
I want to win and I try and give everything to do that.
An 18-year-old Rooney made a debut to remember in the Champions League with a hat-trick, meaning he's the youngest ever player to achieve that feat.
It was obviously a great night for myself. Scored 3 goals and my debut was, I didn't even dream of that. So, I was nervous before the game, obviously. To be honest, I'll never forget it, I'll remember it.
It could have all been very different for Rooney. As a youngster, he excelled in boxing. And it seems it was a very close call between a career on the pitch or one in the ring.
I used to obviously do boxing and football and at the same time, and I was training every night with one of them. And then when I got to about 15, Everton said I had to stop boxing if I wanted to carry on playing football, and said I had a good chance of making the first team, so I stopped going boxing.
His team might be thankful that he did, having helped them qualify from the group stages. And Manchester United will be hoping to go even further. But first they'll have to overcome AC Milan and a certain former teammate.
I've never returned to Old Trafford as a player, and in 7 years I miss it every day. I miss being a Manchester United player, I miss the club, I miss the fans and friends at the club. So it's always going to be a special place in my heart, but to return as an AC Milan player, it makes it extra special.
It'll be a difficult game. We've played them twice over the last 4 or 5 years, and they beat us in the semi-final 3 years ago, so it's always difficult to play into Italian opposition. And at the beginning of the season I think they were struggling a bit, but over the last couple of months I think they found some good form and they're playing well, so it will be a difficult game for us.
And amongst the wealth of illustrious names, one in particular stood out for Rooney at their last meeting.
Probably Nesta, I'd say. His positional sense was brilliant, and it was difficult. He reads the game so well, it was difficult to play into.
Rooney's team has appeared in the final for the past 2 seasons, and he's in no doubt that the club's dominance in the competition will continue with Sir Alex Ferguson at the helm.
His desire and his hunger to win is something really what stands out to me. Still now, he's at his age, his desire and his will to try and win is unbelievable. So, and I think he definitely passes that on to the players.
And Rooney has a lot of admiration for another veteran, 36-year-old Ryan Giggs.
His performances over the last few years, his career really is frightening really, for him still be playing the way he is now. It's incredible. He looks after himself so well. He makes sure he does the right thing, his training, his eating, his yoga. So if you want an example, he's the perfect player to look at.
And perhaps Rooney is the perfect example of a naturally tenacious player, but will be becoming a dad in November to son Kai, Mello the 24-year-old.
Obviously I'm delighted, to start a family, but as I say, football, it's completely different, 2 different things. Obviously this is my job, and then when I'm at home, I'm family man.
Both Porto and Arsenal are regulars in the last 16. The Portuguese champions have made it to this stage in 6 of the last 7 campaigns, while it's been 10 seasons in a row for Arsenal. The two sides met in last year's group stage, where both claimed home victories. Arsenal striker Robin van Persie was instrumental in the Gunners' 4-0 win in London, but his ankle injury will keep him out of both legs this time around. He's not expected to return until April at the earliest.
After the recent disaster in Haiti, some of the world's greatest footballers gathered in Lisbon to help raise money for the aid campaign.
Zinedine Zidane was one of the greatest players of his generation and was never going to slip quietly into retirement. So the boots are back on for a very worthy cause, the match against poverty.
This gathering is something I've been doing every year for the last 8 years with Ronaldo. This year, the formula has changed a bit, partly because Ronaldo couldn't make it, but Kaka is taking up the baton. So we've managed to mobilise all the players, despite their fixture lists and professional obligations. And you can see that this year, lots of players have travelled here, for Haiti.
I think what is important is our commitment to the people of Haiti. To try and show once again that the football world can come together when helping good causes.
As a friend of Zizou, to me it's a pleasure to be part of this initiative. And I think the cause is the most important cause today, with everything that has happened to Haiti.
Zidane called me up. I said yes. Of course we had to ask permission from my club. But on that front the president of Villarreal told me, listen, if you want to go, go. So that's how I came to be here. And I'm really pleased to be a part of this match.
UEFA had also put their weight behind the game, which boasted an impressive array of big names, flown in from all around Europe. The opposition was pretty useful too, an all-star Benfica 11.
We're all happy when an institution like UEFA supports a match like this. Because you can see it really means something. These aren't meaningless matches. Former players like us are happy to see the current players on the pitch. So it's good that this year we have players who are still professional, because that lets us raise the level. So we're all thrilled.
The cause was deadly serious, but the match itself was all about fun. A showcase for some of the most skilled players on the planet. It finished 3-3, so honour satisfied all round.
I'm very, very happy to be a part of this movement, because the whole planet is following this example. So we're happy to support the Haitians.
It was fantastic, but what was most important was to have a full house. So I hope that the people have enjoyed a different game, but the cause was always the most important aspect.
We couldn't let Zizou go without harking back to his wonder goal that won the Champions League for Real Madrid in 2002. The Frenchman spent 5 great years at the Bernabeu.
I think my last years in football were fantastic, especially with Madrid, because I had been at one of the biggest clubs in the world, so to finish my career there was no small thing.
And as a former Champions League winner himself, which teams have caught the great man's ay this season?
If there's one, and it's good to talk about France a bit, then it's the Girondins of Bordeaux. Because we're used to seeing the same teams on the European